Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dark Asylum Podcast, the only spot you need to be in for your weekly variety show, entertainment news, whatever you need. I am the Peter Stormare of people, the chosen one, Zack Winters, with me, as always, live and in person. The Torsten Vagus, the name I can't pronounce, Darkness,
Hallo everybody.
and the flea of the group, Big Vicious.
Why? Because make everybody itch?
No, well, that too. No, because I was just going through the group of the nihilists off of The Big Lebowski.
Gotcha.
You know this if you show up regularly. But this is a very... Apologies if we sound different today. Get away from me. Fucker. We're live and in person. We're all huddled together. It's been a shit show today trying to figure out new equipment. But we're all together. We could touch each other. He's got a big soft motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know all those threats about, hey, Darkness, I live down the street, Zach. I'll catch you some other time. Well, Zach is sitting in between both Darkness and I, so...
I know, it was poor planning. It was poor planning on my part.
So, we're all sitting in the pit of darkness.
Darkness's man caved. His wife let him have friends this week.
Yes, she even baked us cookies, so thanks, honey.
There is an
They were
amazing
wonderful cookies.
There is an amazing amount of BDSM gear in here still.
I got all that out of you guys.
No, there's the paddle. There's I'm pretty sure the drill dough.
Why does the Michael mask have a zipper over the mouth?
That's Pulp Fiction mask. It's okay.
Hey kid, you want to be Ving Rhames?
I'll show you medieval.
Oh, guys, how the fuck have you been? How you doing with your weeks?
Week's been good. Not much going on. Got the rest of the ice storm out of here. I mean,
Yes.
You guys are here finally, so you saw what the luge out front looked like, or what it would have looked like had it been covered in ice and snow.
I couldn't imagine driving down or attempting to drive up that fucker.
Yeah.
It is a stoop 90-degree hill.
Yeah, I drove past it the Friday when it started snowing, and then when I was coming back and it was getting worse, I drove past here and I was started laughing at the same time. I was like, Jesus, I hope he doesn't have to go anywhere, man.
So I cleaned up most of the debris and stuff from that, but that's about the extent of my week. Nothing much else.
What did I've just been chilling at home. This is the highlight of my week, coming here and seeing you guys. I played Spider-Man. I played a lot of Spider-Man, Miles Morales.
Oh, yeah, I still got that on the library reserve list.
It's overwhelmingly okay. Did you like the first one?
Yeah.
You'll like this one.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
It's exactly the same thing.
People have been saying it's like a DLC that you had to pay.
Yeah, that I paid $60 for.
Yeah.
I got kind of bored with it, and I started playing Dark Souls 3 again, so.
Nice. I'm still working on Red Dead Redemption 2.
That I suggested to you.
Yeah.
Don't ever forget that.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. So, yeah. Cyberpunk's not worth picking up yet because they are announcing that they're not going to be dropping the updates for it.
Yeah, because the source code is somewhere on the black market, and now they're like, no, you don't get the fucking updates that we promised you because you're all shitheads.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
V?
No. Just been relaxing. I go in for my breathing test tomorrow to find out what that's all about. You know, besides being fat and a smoker. Yeah. And finding out that some of my equipment's all jacked up. So.
Oh, yeah. So it's super excited to come in here and record because you got the super cool, professional looking mixer board, the fucking headset, the nice mics, and then we get here, we hook it all up, and here we are 2 hours later. None of it worked. So now we Jimmy rigged your super sensitive mic into your computer. So that's why it's going to sound a little different this week.
We're all huddled together, like
for warmth.
Yeah. Well, no, you're warming it up enough, you fucking sick ass. But,
I fart on one microphone, and now I'm the asshole.
Yeah.
Other than that, just watched a few shows. And
What shows?
I just watched Superman and Lois. That just came out.
I want to see that. How do you think?
It was good.
Was it good?
It was actually really. It's interesting what they're going to do with it. The first episode was definitely. It wasn't even a drag. You know how a lot of like slow burners, like a new show, is kind of like, you have to get through the beginnings and everything. This was just kind of like to the point.
Well, yeah, because it's Superman and Lois. You don't need a setup to that. It's like the Spider-Man when he had 5 million origin movies.
Right, and they finally just jumped in with this new guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to be interested in watching it. I fell out of Batwoman real quick. I watched the first new of season 2. I was like, yep, done.
Oh, you finally called it quits. You were like one of the few people I know that actually would watch it. I know you're like a diehard Arrowverse, but
I was watching everything religiously, but I mean, it just went. I think I was never watching Batwoman. I was never fully invested in it. It was my filler show. It was that show that I would turn it on just to make sure I was caught up on everything.
Yeah.
But I don't even want it filling anything. It was just very drag, and just all over the place to me. And I think they could have done a whole lot more. I was excited for it. But I was like, okay, they're getting this new chick. Hopefully she's going to be a lot better. And it's still the same drag. Almost, some of the characters are almost like very old Batman, like the very cartoony. He's like, what? Like all over the place. It's like, oh man, okay, that's cool for like the 60s and the 70s, but like not now.
Yeah, the thing that always got me is that the show about Commissioner Gordon before he was Commissioner Gordon is more engaging than a fucking Batman show.
Gotham?
Yeah.
No, that was only engaging after the Joker, not Joker, popped up.
Yeah. But
the Joker that they couldn't call the Joker.
Right.
Because of legal reasons.
Gotham was one that I watched periodically. I just had a hard time with, Batman being this kid that his parents just died, and all these villains are like twice his age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So by the time he became Batman, they'd be like fucking walkers. They wouldn't be in Arkham.
That's why
they'd be in like fucking.
That's one of the reasons I hated the Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix.
Right.
Because Batman's a kid, but Joaquin Phoenix is like in his 60s.
Right. So I mean, how are you going to have this like this villain who's supposed to like toe to toe and like outwit you a lot of the times, or fucking outdo you, and give a challenge when all Batman has to do is like walk next to him as he's like,
It's like Bane and Batman Beyond. He's got the wheelchair. Learn from my mistakes, children.
Yeah. I mean, Catwoman or Selena was the same age as him, so that explains Catwoman.
I prefer
Poison Ivy was like the same age as him, but then you get Joker, not Joker.
But all your main
Penguin and Penguin was probably the main villain.
Not to say that Poison Ivy or Catwoman aren't main villains, but in the long run, they weren't as out there as the rest.
Yeah.
They're almost like side villains.
Yeah. But okay, well. This is going to be rough because we can't actually see each other during this damn thing. Zack's fucking ADD's kicking in and he's playing with shit. You guys can't see it, but
I just picked up. I think it's V's Vapo inhaler, and I don't know if anybody listening has ever seen one of these. They look like little penises, and I got the idea it'd be really funny while Darkness was talking if I slipped into his hand, but he caught me.
But yeah, so I do recommend checking out Superman and Lois.
Yeah,
I'm really pleased with who they got to play Superman. Lois is actually a good pick.
This is the Superman that spun out of Supergirl, right?
Yeah.
The same guy. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll probably take a look at it then.
When I first saw him, I was like, he looked kind of goofy.
Yeah.
But it took
Also the Superman.
Knew that one was coming.
He's right there. He's
Hi,
right
children.
there.
I'm Superman. I don't want to put sugar in my cornflakes. That makes it too sweet for me. I need plain cornflakes because I'm Superman. Let me save this cat from a tree. Oh, sorry, this lady's soup is too cold. I'm going to use my laser vision to warm up her soup. And that's like a 3-issue arc for him.
All right, well, so we get the thumbs up, give it a shot for lowest.
I'll give it a shot because it looks good.
Yeah, I'm definitely giving it a shot. I think it's going to be really interesting, and it's, from what I heard, it's supposed to be a little more away from, it's part of the Arrowverse, but it's a little more, I read somewhere going to be darker, not so...
Ooh, edgy 90s Superman?
Oh, when he had the mullet?
Yeah. The mullet.
He had the mullet.
Electric powers. He was blue and red, and yeah, it was a Jolly Rancher or Superman for a while.
They just got rid of the cape, and he was just in a black jumpsuit.
Well, what was really cool was
there's Dead Air. Thanks.
No, so this is on the trailer, so it's not like giving anything away, but they do show him in the Action Comics original red emblem with the black background.
Oh yeah.
Kind of when they're giving like a little history lesson or whatever. So you're gonna see that old costume, which was like really cool to see. You know.
Yeah. The colors were more muted when you first debuted. Like a dark navy instead of a bright.
And that's one of the things I've liked about the Arrowverse is they brought in different things. Like they brought in Brandon Roth as the Kingdom Come Superman.
Yeah.
Which I hated Brandon Roth as Superman until that point. I was like, okay, now this is tight.
Kevin Conroy's Batman too.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was cool, but
body cast.
Yeah, but
he's all fucking.
They take him out like just like that. Like she's just like wham.
I never watched it, so now I have no reason to. But then they have Knox from '89 Batman 2. He was in there. Robert Wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just had to.
They had a bunch of little cameos just to. They're showing. They had the chick from Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I want the 40s Superman, because at first he didn't fly. He just jumped. Hip 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 hip. And I want that with the little S, and he's just a big barrel-chested man.
They should have had Ben Affleck come in, but play George Reeves from when he was in when he played Superman.
He was all mad and drunk.
Yeah, he's not gonna play Batman like everyone wants. He's gonna come in as fucking George Reeves from. Yeah, that would have been awesome.
I'm gonna drink this whiskey and hit my wife.
So, but other TV shows that you watched. We'll just give you the whole show to explain all of these. You were the only one that I know that watched Young Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just watched the second episode before I came over today.
Look, I don't want to see it because I read The Rock's book, and it's like, oh, how did this good-looking, successful guy become more successful? Oh, it's because he's good-looking and successful. The Rock said, that's why I hated his book, that, the slew of, books that came out. Yeah. With all the wrestlers, because it was like The Rock wanted to do this thing and then he did. The Rock wanted to do this thing and then he did. Yeah. And it's just like, oh, all right. I
think it's going to be really cool. And I was talking to my son about this. Because he's like, I like this so far. I'm like, yeah. The problem is it depends on what they do with it and how they take it. So basically, The Rock is running for president 2024 or something like that.
Which the Undertaker endorsed him. I wrote that down in my notes.
Yeah.
The Undertaker officially endorsed him.
Endorsed The Rock to run for president. So he's sitting there, and the dude from Fresh Off the Boat, also off of WandaVision.
Ray Parks?
Yeah. He's like this news anchor guy.
Kim Jong-un.
So he's this news anchor guy, and he's interviewing The Rock, and he's like, You're a really great guy. And he's like, oh, it hasn't always been that way. And he's like getting ready to tell, this is this is my life, and his little agent guy keeps popping up every once in a while. Don't say that. He's like, no, it's okay. They need to hear this. So it just goes back from like, they did a little bit as when he was a kid.
No, continue. What is him being a child so funny?
Okay. Woo!
Ric Flair was in it?
Oh, no. So the guy that they got to play Ric Flair, like in this episode,
Ric Flair's actually in it?
they have,
He needs the money.
well, no, he's not in it, but the guy that they got to play Ric Flair.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So the first episode, it shows a bit when he was a kid, a teenager, just kind of filling it in. This one, it was all teenager stuff, but it shows him, his dad wrestles, ends up wrestling a wild Samoan, ends up going to his mother-in-law's house afterwards to get paid. When he gets there, there's a junkyard dog. Dude looked fucking tits, like just like the junkyard dog. The Iron Sheik was,
The guy that got to look like Andre the Giant looks like a fucking aborted fetus.
but he looked
terrible.
it was kind of Andre look, but they made him sound, he's like Russian. Like I'm like, oh.
If they would have got Chris Hemsworth to come in and play Hulk, just to give you like a little teaser, just a little taste.
Right, but and then they had the Wild Samoans. So the guy looking like Ric Flair had the hair and everything, but the face just wasn't.
He looked just like Ric Flair, but the face.
The face wasn't there. But the guy playing Rocky Johnson looks pretty good. Like,
yeah, he looks good.
I was almost like, wait.
Doug and his dad playing Weekend at Bernie's with him.
Right. But yeah, I mean, so far, so good. I think it's going to be interesting. I just don't know really how long they could go with this show.
Yeah.
Because if what they did right here, unless they start bouncing back and forth from kid to young adult to, I think they should have just started off as a kid and then went into young adult. They could have stretched out a little longer, but so far so good. It's one of those things that I'll remember halfway through the week. Oh yeah, it aired already, and then go back and watch it.
What is it on? Where is it at?
NBC.
NBC.
So I just downloaded the app and I watch it for free.
Okay. Well, you're gonna get a lot of weird distractions in this one because, like, you can't see Zack throwing shit around my fucking office.
Zack's like, he can't stop moving.
Yeah.
Like, he's like
talking and Zack has bounced around the room 12 times.
I've had a lot of sugar today. No, I found a picture that somebody photoshopped The Rock's trunks off him and photoshopped a cock on him.
And as he's talking, he shows it to him.
yeah. Sorry.
No, I
I
stumbled.
was cock blocked.
I found that because
Rock's cock
so
blocked.
I was listening to a podcast and somebody mentioned that somebody has a tattoo of Bill Goldberg with his cock out, and I wanted so bad to find that picture for tonight. So now I have a whole bunch of horrible shit on my phone search engine, and that was one of the things tonight. And you started talking about The Rock, and I remembered it.
All right. So the only thing with TV with me, I'm on the final season of Drew Carey finally. So that's all I got.
26 years late.
Well, no, the show I guess ended in 2004, so not quite 26, I believe, but close. And that's all I've been doing as far as watching TV. I'm just trying to get through it. So.
Did we?
And Wandavision, but
yeah, Wandavision. Wandavision is pretty much all I've been like watching. I've been rewatching The Sopranos because why not? It's the fucking good show. And then Game of Thrones, but we're not going to talk about that.
He got it in one per show. Get the fucking Game of Thrones reference.
Gotta get that sponsorship money.
Yeah.
But I did see
Lost Boys. Oh, and I'm good too. I got mine in. Let's keep going.
I was going to say I saw a guy interviewing R-Truth with the Lost Boys shirt on.
God damn. Anyway, see, I was going to talk about vampires later too, but now you killed that.
No, you uh, the video game stuff.
The video game stuff. Well, now that I mentioned it, fuck it.
Hold on.
So
TV real quick. They're making a Twisted Metal TV series.
Oh, that's gonna suck.
Who's playing Sweet Tooth?
I saw that. Who was it?
I can't remember.
Yeah, they met. We got 12 computers in our fucking office right now. No one can figure it out.
I don't know about the supercomputer in my pocket or the one on my lap.
But yeah,
you find that out. I want to like
the metal. I like Mr. Grimm. Fucking I think it was the second one. Driving around on that damn motorcycle up on the skyscrapers was probably
Mr. Grimm was in almost all of them, wasn't he? He wasn't in black.
Yeah. They need to come with a new one of those for the
They really do.
System. That's like another one of those dead
that they need to pick up.
They need to do
that looked fucking great on the PS5 or PS4.
Oh hell yeah. I mean it was cool because each character.
Oh, Will Arnett.
That's right.
Really?
Batman.
Lego Batman.
Or Job.
Do you see that people are mad at Lego Batman because of all it's full of gay stereotypes and shit?
No, I never saw Lego Batman.
Oh, people are mad about it.
Quote unquote people. So they're not really people. But
they're not really people.
You mean Twitter?
It's more of those people who just want an excuse to be mad about something.
Outrage moms.
Because outrage moms.
Hey, mom.
They have they all have the same haircut.
Yeah, the Karen.
Yeah. And then they're mad because Robin at one point says that he has two dads. So that's it. That's the movie propagating the gay agenda. And shouldn't let our children watch it.
Jesus.
My daughter loves it, so. Did we see the Mortal Kombat trailer?
Yes. Which time? How many times?
I have thoughts.
I am just pissed that it's no Chun Li.
Yeah, where the fuck is Chun Li in this trailer? For those, we're totally kidding. For those of you listening,
this is the shit that gets me.
This is off of a Jezebel. The website's legitimately called Jezebel. I wish I had it popped up. That the writer, who is a woman, probably a feminist, was mad that there wasn't enough Chun Li in the Mortal Kombat trailer. And if you guys read the article, you read through the article, there is an edit in it saying, I just realized Chun Li is in Street Fighter, not Mortal Kombat.
No, they didn't just realize, they got ratioed to hell.
They got...
Because, and just mocked relentlessly.
Oh, you forgot to invite Chun Li to the Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
Probably Capcom, I'm guessing.
She goes crazy about how, all the men are in there, even though Sonya Blade's in there several times, but it's all Jax and Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Well, that's the thing. They complain about whatever isn't. Oh, there's no women of color or Asian or okay, so you got Liu Kang running around, Asian guy. You got Jax, black guy. You got Sonya Blade, woman. So they gotta try and find one thing that's not in there, and then they like.
Nobody's gay. That's gonna be a problem.
I mean, Smoke and maybe Goro.
No. You're telling me Kung Lao isn't gay?
See. Anyone who has a hat for an accessory, maybe.
He wants Liu Kang's nuts so bad. It is disgusting. Did you ever play Shaolin Monks?
Isn't legit Melina though? Isn't she?
Is she?
I thought there was some kind of weird undertone that she was. I don't know.
I think Melina is just any hole is the goal.
Any hole's the goal. Yeah.
Melina doesn't give a fuck.
Sindel? No.
I think it looks not great.
Yeah.
Like me and Darkness were talking. The big fight at the end of it between Scorpion and Sub-Zero looks fucking dope. But I checked out of it the moment Liu Kang, who I assume is Liu Kang, walked up and does the fucking, I have a birthmark in the shape of the Mortal Kombat logo. Oh, they're doing it like that. No, it's not, why is it like what was it, 97 movie? Yeah. It was just a weird old guy who, let's have a bunch of fighters come to my private island. Might be a sex thing.
Epstein's like,
No,
yeah, I like it.
What a great
I think
idea!
the dude with the tattoo is like some new character or something. Or like,
Oh, I hate when they do shit like that too.
Oh, Kano looks fucking terrible too.
At least he's holding a heart. I mean, they never did.
yeah,
that.
but he looks like one of those fat ginger people that like nobody invited to the party. Like
They should have rehired the guy who was in the '97 movie.
that guy was awesome.
Hello, baby.
Isn't he dead?
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why they didn't re-invite him.
Well,
fucking.
Yeah.
they're weakening and burning everybody already. So like,
I was gonna say Carrie Fisher's dead. She's she's in the fucking like last 3 Star Wars movies.
Flying around like Superman in space. Oh yeah.
How hard is it to make a movie? Like the fight looks awesome, the choreography looks great, but why can't you just make it Mortal Kombat, where hey, we're all gonna fight for the fate of our realm on this island. All the best fighters come.
Yeah.
One of you is an actor, one of you is a soldier, one of you is a Shaolin monk. This guy has a blade for a hat. Striker that just straight shoots people
Striker.
against my knife ninja man.
See, I don't know if you guys ever saw it, but surprisingly decent was the Mortal Kombat television show, live action television show. Did you ever see that, Mortal Kombat Conquest?
I didn't know
I
that.
think I saw a couple of episodes.
It was actually story-wise, the effects weren't great, and the fights were okay, but story-wise, it was actually a decent show.
The only one I saw was that one where like it was a trailer and Jax was they tried to ground it in reality. Jax was like a detective.
Yeah, that was like some weird fan trailer that everyone thought was going to be the movie.
It was
for a
kind of
while.
cool.
Yeah. I remember there's something weird in it, like Reptile or something.
It was Reptile, and he had that weird disease where like you're born inside out.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of like Killer Croc. He just
Yeah.
had scales and shit.
I thought
showing.
Killer Croc was mutated,
Depends on what they decide to go with.
and now he eats people for some reason.
Yeah. He's got a skin disease or something.
He looked like in Suicide Squad. He looked like what movie am I thinking of? He looked like one of the poop monsters from this movie. I can't remember.
Dogma?
Was it Dogma? Whoa!
What the hell was that? The Golgothan from Dogma?
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
Or the Great Mighty Pooh from Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Looked like a Goomba from the Super Mario movie. Like a big version of
Oh! I was not okay with those when I was a kid.
it. The Mario movies or the Goombas?
The Goombas.
Oh yeah, they had these big bodies and these little heads. It was kinda
That
creepy.
upset me as a child. I won't lie.
What, Super Mario movies?
No, just the Goombas. It was a fucking gross movie.
Yeah.
Like, now I enjoy it, but when I was a kid, the Goombas fucking
So,
terrified me.
since we hopped on that one real quick, so do you know that Nintendo owns the rights to 2 porno movies?
I did
Super
not.
Mario Brothers 1 and 2, starring Ron Jeremy.
Ew.
He looks like Mario, like a dirty old Mario.
dirty old
It
Mario.
does.
That's awful.
Can you imagine when we were kids and they had the Mario show instead of Captain Lou Albano, they had Ron Jeremy?
Oh, that's what you sent us.
That's why we're right fucking here. Just
No. He sent us. He sent us this link. All the listeners are caught up. We share links of the stories we want to talk about. Big V sent us this link, and I think that one was the one where it was like singles night. And me and Darkness, who are married, by the way, are just like, oh, okay, well.
But Darkness replies with, "My wife would love this."
Hold on. Well, that's
It was
knowing the context
ironic.
now. That's funny. But hold on.
Yeah, Zach's just like, okay.
Zach finally met my wife. You could put a face to the
To
stories.
the stories.
Your wife?
How she-
I can't do it. Your
My wife.
My wife.
my wife?
About how she just bullies and dominates you. Yeah. See, like, that's what we got.
Now it makes a little more sense.
Now it makes a lot more sense to where, like, it's just a scummy fucking, hey, let me fix your pipes. And by pipes, I mean butthole.
Kind of hot Jeremy.
Well, yeah, he's in trouble now.
Wow, what did he do? What happened?
He
Oh.
apparently raped a lot of women.
Well, he's
You don't even...
No, I don't fucking follow Ron Jeremy
so
shit.
no. It's but
He Bill
the porn-
Cosby'd a lot of women.
The porn industry in the last couple of years have been getting hit hard. Like a lot of companies and I guess you call them actors.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's acting. It's art. It's beautiful what they do.
Says Zack that has a whole fucking hard drive with just porn.
Follow me on OnlyFans.
But no, just the past couple of years, a lot of people have been coming out. Like these women are saying, they've been forced. What's that one? Some porn company that actually got.
David?
I think it's like casting couch or like something. They got busted for sex trafficking.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, it's like what they do is they'd be like, come out here, shoot a scene, you'll have to get naked. And then they'd fly the girl in, and then just be like, all right, now it's full penetration, you have to do this. Well, I don't want to. All right, well, then go home. But I don't have money to go home. You said you're going to pay for my flight. Yeah. And now you want to get paid, so now have sex with this guy on the couch, otherwise you're not getting paid.
Who'd have thought that the porn industry could be so shady?
Who would have thought the porn industry was full of scumbags?
If Ron Jeremy's a star, you know it's scum.
Oh, God. With his big old dick fingers.
Okay.
Have you seen the size of his fingers?
No. I know what his face looks like. I've seen him in a couple regular movies, but...
You've never watched him? You never got curious and watched his porn?
No.
It's awful.
Okay.
It's fucking disgusting. He's old, he's got this big old gut, and he's like, he has to wear a headband because he sweats so much. He'd fucking, Danny DeVito off It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, we got that one. What was it? What was it? Celebrity House or whatever the fuck?
Oh,
he was in that.
Yeah.
Him and Tammy Faye Baker hit it off.
I watched him suck his own dick once. That was
Jesus.
That was awful.
Yeah.
Oh, the old school like celebrity.
Yeah, whatever the hell.
Do you know he's in Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
He has like a 10-second cameo of somebody in the background.
Yeah. It's like when Trump was in Home Alone, and then now, it was 20 years later, everyone's all up in arms about it.
No, because he didn't even get a speaking role. Because
Trump
was like, if you're going to shoot in my hotel, I'm going to be in the movie. He had that with all the movies.
Oh, well, fuck it then. He got his SAG card and everything.
Apparently, I don't know.
That's pretty cool.
Diablo II Resurrection announced. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
See,
relive that.
I love Diablo 3. That's where I jumped on. I never played 1 and 2. Yeah, I jumped on. A friend of mine just like, play it. I was like, all right. So I played it. I loved it. I tried to go back to 2. I couldn't do it. It was just, I don't know if it was the graphics. I don't know if it was the way the game was.
It's probably the graphics because it's a lot of older games I always try to jump back into.
Yeah.
They hurt the eyes.
Yeah. Like, I tried to jump into RuneScape just recently. It's on iPad, and I'm just like...
Might as well just play with Legos.
Yeah. Well, I mean, fucking Minecraft's such a big thing. But I'm looking forward to it because I've always wanted to play Diablo 2 because it sounds like it's great. I mean, I'm into the lore.
The lore is pretty good.
I hold the book here. It's got a bunch of the stories because I'm a giant fucking nerd.
This is mine now, by the way.
But... yeah, so I'm actually looking forward to it. I've played it on Switch. I've played it on Xbox. I played it on the computer. So I can get used to the new control scheme because I know a lot of people are like, it's going to be weird on a console. So
yeah, it's not really because they just use the Diablo 3 engine. So
yeah, so I think it'll be cool. It'll be fun.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
I was just going to add, you're going to have to pat Zack down before he leaves his house.
I still got glows.
Oh, man. I'm hiding so much things in my ass.
Yeah, so Diablo 2, it's coming to console, right?
It's coming to console. It's coming to everything.
Everything? Okay.
Everything.
So that'll be cool. We already went over the Cyberpunk stuff.
Yeah.
So they're not going to update it because
they're pouting.
They're mad.
You guys stole my source code. I'm not going to update the game now like I said I was. Man.
Oh, Ark is gone. They're just abandoning Ark. BioWare's just like...
the dinosaur game?
Was this the latest one the dinosaur one? I don't know. I
don't know.
Played it. Yeah, I guess it was like such a shit show that they're like giving up on it. It's not coming to Stadia. It's not, they're just giving up on it. And unfortunately, I think Avengers is headed that direction too.
Oh no!
So
say it ain't so.
But they just released the Kate Bishop.
Kate Bishop, and there's a few. I guess there's a Hawkeye mission right now. My buddy was telling me about it. He's been playing it religiously.
Yeah.
Neither one of us have been playing it, and we're your buddies.
It looks fucking terrible. I don't want to play it.
I played a demo of it.
It was okay for what it was. It wasn't as big. It was the excitement that they put out for it was a letdown. So
this Cyberpunk, it was so much hype and then not enough to make up for it.
Yep.
But I mean, people are talking like Ark was such a terrible disaster. It was basically like No Man's Sky, where they promised you the world.
No Man's Sky is pretty good now.
That's the thing.
But they've taken years to dig themselves out of that hole.
So No Man's Sky is kind of fixing itself, and they're the exception rather than the rule, where Ark is just like, fuck EA. Everyone's so pissed at EA, they're shutting servers down soon and all this other stuff.
EA is like, oh, this isn't making a ton of money now, so we're just going to shut it down instead of putting more money into it.
Yeah, so that's all I got for video game stuff. So
I got a bunch.
Oh,
it's been a busy week. Speaking of video games getting possibly canceled, Vampire the Masquerade 2. I know you're I know you're sad about that. Vampires, no.
That's
well, the dev is removing the removing it from the 2021 delay or 2020 release date.
Mm-hmm.
But it also got the development team also got downsized a shit ton too. So it's looking like there might be a big possibility of it being canceled.
I see Bloodlines is still, people still play that damn game, and it's still regarded as one of the best, and they're looking for the update. They're looking for, it's one of those things where they have it and they're actually doing something with it, and now they're talking like they're not going to release it, so everyone's pissed.
Well, yeah. Let's hype up this game and just get everybody excited and not do it.
Yeah. That's what's kind of sad is, like, you would think with, like, video games and comics, this whole pandemic thing would have been the best time to
get people hooked on shit.
That's what I thought, too. I thought we're going to see more of everything. And the video game releases have been, like, there hasn't been so many releases. And then movies have been sucking, too.
Well, movies I can understand because people have to get together to film them and everything. Yeah. With like the video games, you don't need to be like butt to butt.
No, you could literally do that at home.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's what
comic books.
Well, with all the video games that three of us have developed.
But it's just like you would think that more would have came out. We would have got a lot more, or at least the stuff that we were waiting for or hoping for wasn't going to get like thrown to the side or shit on or.
Yeah, it's been like when you're talking about comic books, because back in the day, the early days of comic books, one guy would go in and do the artwork. They would throw it into an envelope and FedEx it to somebody else to do the ink. And then when the ink was all done, they would put it in the envelope and they would send it to the next person. You don't even have to do that shit anymore. All you do is you email it out, you Dropbox it, you do whatever the hell they could be churning out so much content right now because everyone's at home anyway. They got nothing else that they need to deal with. But, I mean, we're in the middle of a pandemic and they cancel Aquaman. It's like, there hasn't been an Aquaman comic. I mean, there's been Aquaman comics for the last 30 years. Right. And he's always had a title. But no, that's the thing. All right, Aquaman's got this stigma. But now you look and people are associating Aquaman with Jason Momoa. It's a whole nother fucking story. That's the thing. I mean, there's like housewives reading Aquaman.
The thing is,
before this, who wanted to fuck Aquaman? Nobody.
Even before they had Jason Momoa, they made Aquaman actually pretty badass throughout the comics.
With his cartoons and shit.
They made him actually more of a character instead of the skinny little blonde dude wearing a orange and green Speedo.
Hey guys, I can talk to fish.
I love Jason Momoa's interviews. They're like, so what does Aquaman do? What can he do? He's like, super strong, bulletproof, talk to fish. He's just like.
You ever see that interview where like they just catch him on the red carpet? And like, Jason, how do you stay in great shape? He's just like, I like to fuck a lot.
That dude is so wild. Like,
he's one of those friends who like I'd secretly hate because he's perfect at everything, but I want to hang out with all the time.
I watched this. I don't know. It's one of those things on Facebook. It's every once in a while you find these like inspirational things like Terry Crews or stuff like that. But it was Jason Momoa.
He's too positive. I hate him.
And when Jason Momoa was starting out, he was one. His mom taught him how to dance. If you can't dance, you can't fuck. That's basically what she told him.
I never want my mom knowing about how I fuck.
So, but
I could do the hokey pokey.
he growing up, he was a model, and he just he was so depressed and down because he was only getting popular based off his looks. And he said one of the greatest things that ever happened to him was he got that scar above his eye during a bar fight with a bottle, cut him open.
That's badass.
Bullshit. He had a fucking eyebrow piercing. Don't even.
That's a story.
Yeah.
That's really an eyebrow piercing.
He fell off a pole when he was 8.
Right.
The fucking car.
But and then
Crying the whole time.
fucking marrying his childhood crush, the chick from the Cosby Show.
That's kind of crazy, huh?
Yeah, he looked. He's like, I'm going. She's going to be mine. And he ended up meeting her one time, and they fell in love. But the dude is just wild. Like everything he does, he's just like almost like fucking Zack. Like snorted enough sugar to last a fucking month.
So two things real quick that are kind of related to this. So,
Jason Momoa.
Rumor has it, that I guess Amber Heard is out for Aquaman 2.
She's out, she's in, she's
Yeah.
out, she's in, she's out, she's in.
But the funny thing is they're getting,
Khaleesi. What's her name?
Oh, Amelia Clark.
Emilia Clarke to replace.
Oh, she is terrible at everything, though.
See, yeah. I mean, it would be kind of cool.
Big
It's like,
ass
oh,
mouth.
Game of Thrones reunion. And it is my second thing real quick. If you look at V right now, does he not look like a young George R. R. Martin? I don't know why that just came to my mind. The hat.
You got the hat, the beard. Hi guys, I'm working on my book. Tell everybody you're working on your book.
Oh, now he's pulling his hair. Oh, okay. All right.
Anyways,
I watched an interview with that motherfucker and Stephen King.
Oh, God.
And he's sitting there, and he has the balls to look at Stephen King and goes, "How do you write so fast?" And Stephen King's just like, "I sit down and I write. I write like 6 pages a day. Oh, I'll be lucky if I get 6 sentences a day." And now that like he can't leave his house to get like fucking McDonald's or whatever the hell he does. Oh, it's my 6th trip to McDonald's today. In my fucking railroad outfit. He looks like a railroad conductor wherever he goes. And it's just like every chicken nugget I eat is another page that won't get written.
Yeah.
But he can't leave his house, and he's just like, I've done more writing this year than I ever have. Yeah, no shit, because your fat ass can't leave your fucking chair. Oh, and you know those Comic-Con girls are lining up to suck that old fucking nasty dick. Tell us how it ends, George R. R. Martin. Yes, just let me rest this on your forehead.
Like I said, I don't think George R. R. Martin's going to finish it. I think Brandon Sanderson's going to finish it, so fuck it.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, I'm just saying it because
I don't think Brandon Sanderson is like as dark as.
No, he just finished Wheel of Time. That's the funny thing because Brandon Sanderson is Mormon, so putting him in to do Game of Thrones probably isn't going to have the same type of storytelling. But Brandon Sanderson stepped in and finished off other people's trilogies that have passed away. So
I think
he did. He finished out Wheel of Time.
I thought George Martin was like giving it to his son or something.
No, well,
I don't know if he's procreated.
Didn't
I bet when he comes, it looks like flat Pepsi.
Jesus.
Oh, here comes another one. Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my train conductor hat on.
I could see him like Gomez Adams in the basement with a train set and just
Oh yeah,
crashing them into each other.
he's got his Game of Thrones figures everywhere, and he's just smashing them. Pew, pew.
That's how he writes.
Yeah.
Whatever he plays with on his kitchen table.
He thought he finished the series years ago, but he was just playing in his basement with his figures.
All right. Well, Aquaman and Amber Heard and.
Yeah, we're going back to vampires now because I know this is your favorite.
Okay, I'm alright with that.
Have you seen? You guys have seen people like oohing over the Resident Evil 8
Oh yeah,
lady?
The vampire lady. Oh, Resident Evil vampires could be cool.
That'll be cool, but Capcom knows exactly what they're doing with her because they put out on their Twitter. They're like, "Oh, we see everybody being pervs and like oohing all over this tall vampire lady. By the way, she's supposed to be 9 feet tall. Look at this picture of her with her legs hanging out." And I'll be real, I want her to like hold me and swaddle me like a baby. Tell her I'm all right with her huge tits.
Jesus.
But I played the demo and it looks awesome.
Oh, the demo's out?
The demo's out.
Oh, shit, I'm gonna download that then. I'll try it.
But they know exactly. Like, I'd be shocked if they don't release like her shoe size and shit.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be huge in the cosplay circuit too when that shit starts going
Just
up again.
huge ladies with their in stilts.
Yeah. 9 feet tall.
You know what? I'm okay with it.
Oh, you know.
I got to meet Dr. Girlfriend and Molotov Cocktease at the last convention.
Nice.
Well, not them, but because they're cartoons.
People cosplay.
There's people cosplaying. And I couldn't say anything because my wife was there with me.
Yeah, what was it again? Dr.
Well, she was under the Dr. Mrs. Girlfriend costume with the butterfly.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Or was it Dr. Mrs. the Monarch or some shit like that?
Yeah, that's a good costume.
Venture Brothers. Have you ever watched it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Brock Sampson.
Brock Sampson.
That guy's awesome. I met him.
Brock Sampson?
Yes.
No, he's a cartoon.
No, I met Brock Sampson. When Patrick Warburton walks up and talks, he's fucking Brock
know
Sampson.
who it is.
Hey, how's it going there? I was wondering if you could help me back up to my room. Okay, Mr. Warburton, I'll help you back up there.
Was it him who used to be like a Marine?
Did he?
Was it him?
I don't know. I mean, we didn't get that deep in the conversation. I just helped him back up to his room.
No, but I cyber stalked him for like 2 years.
Oh. Remember, he was the Tick, and that was awesome.
That was awesome. Yeah.
So, Patrick Warburton.
Well, sad news.
Uh-oh. Are we doing the...
Cloris Leachman died.
Yeah, we went over that.
Yeah.
Oh, you missed that episode. Sorry.
Oh, speaking of shit we went over and you weren't here for, what did you think about the Justice League trailer?
I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
We don't need to hear anymore.
Damn topic, then.
What's that?
I said, and we're done.
All right.
No, it looks amazing, and I don't know. My fear is he's putting way too much in.
Yeah. My thing is like he's putting so much in that's not ever going to get resolved.
Right. And basically...
Warburton was a Marine, by the way. Sorry.
So, the Joker that we see is not how he got turned into. That's during the nightmare scene. It's a cut scene, like.
Oh.
So it's not.
Nice of Jared Leto take time off running his cult.
Right. And then rumors had it that both Aquaman and Wonder Woman were going to die in this movie.
Really?
Those are rumors. It's just with 4 hours. It's like, what? I mean, I know we're going to get, more fights. I mean, fucking the redoing of Steppenwolf looks amazing.
Yeah.
I thought, I told him, I thought Darkseid, I know Darkseid came first, but Darkseid looks a lot like Thanos in that trailer.
Was wearing a coffee tin
on his head?
Yeah. It was Thanos wearing a coffee tin on his head.
Pretty much.
Right. I don't know. So, I'm excited. I can't wait to see it. I think it's going to be better than... And I didn't mind Justice League, but I think it's going to be better.
Henry Cavill's mouth looks like they're still photoshopping the mustache off.
This is Mission Impossible.
They're
mustache.
probably doing that in the trailers just to like throw people off.
It looks fucking awful.
All right, so
Another couple of things that I wanted to touch on because you missed last week. What was your take on the hotel?
The Cecil Hotel.
So I watched.
Hotel.
Did you guys watch the Night Stalker one as well?
No, I didn't get around to watching that one yet.
Okay, so all I know is the LAPD are a bunch of fucking idiots.
Okay, well, we talked about that too. Did you listen to last week's show?
Majority of it.
Okay, so we don't think that they're morons.
Is that why you're so
We
mad
just
at me?
think that- That's why you need to prove. Hey, how's it going, V?
What?
That was what it was.
No, it was like the most. It was the most alarmed I've ever been in my life because we're just like in here setting up, and Big V like kicks down the door and he's got this clown mask on, right? Like kind of like Sideshow.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Sideshow. Pacific Northwest wrestler. Look him up. He's awesome. He's got that mask on, and he just like grabs me by the shirt and just bellows out, "This bozo's looking to bust some nut and some sliz." Ha 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 ha. On this week's edition of Is It Alive?
He's just sitting there smiling. I wonder if that's. Hey, picture him in the closet now when he's recording by himself. Just. But all right, so
It's fucking terrifying.
Like,
we were talking about it, and we don't think that they're stupid. We think that they're overworked and under resourced. You know, I think that's what. Yeah, it was
here's the
stupid
thing.
that they
Watch
didn't
the
check.
Night Stalker one, and you'll kind of feel a little more because. So here's the thing. They went to the roof. The dogs kind of gave hints like, "Hey, over here," and they're just like,
Yeah.
"Oh, the dogs are stupid. Let's go get some donuts."
They didn't say that, but okay.
Yeah, because they cut it out.
Yeah, that was a direct quote.
They edited it, and then it's like, "Oh, so when the container was found with the lid closed, you know,
that was they had to cover their ass moment. That's what that was.
Yeah.
when the one dude was like, oh, see, I found it with the door open, you know."
Yeah.
So there
The
was
janitor cracked the case wide open.
there was
By the way, fun update. The guy who I ranted about last week, Morbid, who people still owe him apologize.
oh yeah, that poor dude.
He is
Justice for
back.
Yeah.
He is doing better. He saw all the support coming through. He has a Facebook account. He saw all the support. And he's coming out with an album now,
Yes.
which
Morbid leaves.
That poor dude.
death
like,
metal isn't my thing, but I'm gonna like find some way to like shoot money his way.
and that's the thing. That poor dude. Like somebody found it. However they found it. Like God, people have no lives.
Internet sleuths.
They found him.
Fucking mouth.
He
breather.
posted a picture on or TikTok or fucking.
TikTok wasn't even a thing.
No, it was like Facebook or MySpace or
Fucking
whatever,
lying.
saying,
Yeah.
right, saying, guess where I'm at, the Cecil Hotel on tour or whatever, a year earlier.
Yeah. And Zack and I talked about it. It's like, imagine if we had gone and wrestled and done the same fucking thing a year prior to something crazy like that happening. And then the fucking internet trolls just fucking come after us because we have a weird kind of evil gimmick. You know?
Right.
Like, oh, Darkness, he's a satanic worshiper, and he killed that woman. It's like, wait, what? I wasn't even fucking there. What's going on?
Well, you
They
are.
just... All right, we won't get into that. But still,
But yeah, I mean, that dude. And then
yeah.
it's like,
I've said it a million times, but nothing broke my heart harder than him saying he didn't make any music after that.
well, yeah, he shut everything down, stopped making music, he got depressed.
They had to
Yeah.
fucking hide, basically.
Surprisingly, he made it through all that because enough shit like that could cause him to, you know.
And the thing that fucking gets me is if he would have taken his own life, there would have been fucking assholes out there that are good. He deserved
Yeah.
it for what he did.
Even though, like,
What the fuck did
Like-
he do?
now it's like kind of he could joke about it, but like he's at the point mentally where he could joke about it. But I follow him on Facebook, and every now and then you'll still see people like, "You did, be real, you did it, didn't you?" and he'll like call them
I
out.
don't believe you did it, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll call them out on those pages, which is good for him because those people need to be put in their fucking place.
And that's what was horrible. Like he would get just messages popping up. You fucking disgusting piece of shit! You killed her.
Yeah.
It's like, we know you did it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I love the supernatural aspect around the storytelling.
No.
I don't believe it is supernatural.
Yeah.
I love the lore behind it. I do find it funny that a movie that came out 3 years earlier is basically the same story. But I don't think she. I think somebody else had a hand in it because there's just, I don't know, her clothes. Her clothes were all stripped down. I mean, yes, you can come up with 1,001 different reasons why they wore, but I
fully buy into the theory that she wasn't taking her meds, probably scored some sort of psychoactive drug, and was having a bad trip, and just stumbled in there.
Yeah. She was on drugs, and she was off of the drugs.
Right.
Speaking of people, hi everybody, welcome to the Cecil Hotel Corner. Speaking of people we feel bad for in that, those people who are drinking that water for 19 fucking days.
Yeah.
Oh my God! If I was in there and they're like, oh yeah, there's a dead body in there, I would not stop shitting or puking everywhere.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! First of all, don't drink fucking tap water in LA.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Coming from LA, don't fucking do it. It's one step above
And
what
now-
you hear about Tijuana water.
Yeah,
Bring your
and
own,
now every hotel I go to, I'm gonna have that thought of, hey, maybe there's a dead body floating in the reserve
Well, just
tank.
think about any tap water you drink.
Yeah.
That's why I don't drink tap water.
I love tap water.
Oh,
In Portland?
Man,
Or,
when the apocalypse happens and all you have to do is tap water to drink, man, you all want to die.
yeah, we're not in the apocalypse right yet. We're in fucking 2021 where I could go down to 7-Eleven and buy a jug of water.
That comes out of the tap, but anyways.
It probably comes out of the tap. But I don't. I bought a Brita filter, and it is fucking disgusting, the shit you pull out of that.
But
I
yeah,
found a full meth crystal once.
meth crystal. What?
seeing his facial expressions when he tells us this shit is totally different. Just so you know.
It's the glass. Meth comes in a glass, as a glass. That's why they call it ice. The ice of the nose.
But no,
Nose
watch the Night Stalker one.
Night Stalker's pretty.
How many episodes is that in?
Like
4.
Okay, same kind of deal then.
Yeah, it's about an hour, 4 or 5 hours.
I'll do it.
But no, the cops. I don't blame the cops for the Night Stalker case. I blame the news. Well,
No,
I blame the couple idiot cops who are talking to the news, and then the news are like, "Hey, they're looking for a guy with this kind of shoe," and Richard Ramirez is just like, "Oh well, I'm gonna get rid of these shoes now."
Yeah.
But he did it. He still carried the shoes.
I also do love the fact that, just like Richard Ramirez himself he wants so bad to be the big scary monster that he puts a pentagram on his fucking hand and yells "Hell Satan." But as soon as anybody starts fighting back, he is a massive bitch and runs away from him.
Right. The cops in that one, it was just, there's so many different things. They probably could have had that guy a lot sooner.
Yeah.
But what I find totally fucked up, it ties in. This is what I love about the Cecil Hotel. I do believe there's probably some supernatural stuff that goes on in that place. I don't believe the Alyssa Lamb had any supernatural. I just like the lore behind it, the stories.
The devil.
But the thing is this dude would take off, murder people, rape people, and then just stroll back, bloodied up, go in, take off his clothes, change, go downstairs, and throw it in the trash.
Yeah.
Like, nobody cared.
Check into his $4 a night hotel room.
$14 a night.
Which he might have paid, he might not have.
Yeah. You just pulled it out of the wall.
That was
Basically just a flop house.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
yeah, that was the thing. It was just like cheap rooms, and they
I like the one old guy who was on there. He's like, yeah, I lived there for a couple of years. You go down to this room, you get drugs. You go down to this room, you get jerked off.
Yeah, the old black guy.
Yeah, the old black guy.
Oh yeah, I remember that place.
I remember that place.
but yeah, so yeah, the Alyssa Lamb thing. It's sad that it happened. The parents they filed for a wrongful death suit and they got denied.
Yeah.
Do you have a thing against feet?
Your fucking dirty ass feet on my lap.
What's wrong?
Yeah.
I showered today.
With holes.
All in my socks.
I didn't even see that. Jesus. Comes into my fucking house, takes his shoes off, and then props him up.
Well, you missed it. No. So all you people in Radio Land, Zack straight takes off his shoes, drops his pants, is ready to take off the shirt.
Dude, I'm making myself look. This is a recording session. I am usually nude during these.
I'm so overdressed. You're
I'm
wearing
so
a sock
overdressed.
and nothing else. What the fuck?
It's not even over your dick. You're just wearing one sock.
But yeah, so no, it was a great show. I've been watching a lot of these like mini-series things and a lot of these true crime.
Docuseries.
Yeah, it's some crazy stuff. The world's just crazy out there. I love it.
I can't remember the one. It's another Netflix series, the Confession Killer or some shit.
Making a killer.
No, because
No,
I remember
there's
I remember his boyfriend, Otis Toole.
Oh,
That's the real name. What's the
yeah.
killer's name?
You talking about the guy that confessed to like all these crimes that like?
No.
So he confessed. He confessed, air quotes, and like, but he was like, "Oh yeah, I took the body out here. Take me with you. I'll show you." And then the detectives would take him out of jail, and they'd go get like fucking milkshakes and shit from Burger King. And it was completely obvious that he was confessing to all these murders, but he was just trying to get free food and get out of jail. Henry Lee Lucas.
Yeah, it just came to me.
Oh man, what an ugly motherfucker.
You can see, I didn't even have a fucking computer in front of me. Henry Lee Lucas and O'Toole, that's right.
Otis Toole. Just
yeah.
having gross sex everywhere. And I'm not saying that it's gross because they're gay. I'm saying it's gross because they're both hideously ugly people.
Yeah, like Michael Rooker played him in the movie, so like a young Michael Rooker.
There's a movie?
Yeah, Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna watch it.
No. So when I was a kid, I don't know if I brought this up before. There was a list of the 13 most disturbing movies ever made, and I made it my duty to track them all down and get them in my videotape trading collection. So,
Fuck your old.
well, yeah.
And you watched all 13?
Yes, Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer was on the list.
Was that one that was almost fetishized him?
Yeah, kind of in a way.
I think I saw clips of that one, and I didn't want to watch it because.
Yeah. So there was. Let's see if I can remember all 13 offhand. Okay, so number one was Salo, 120 Days of Sodom, which is like one of the worst fucking movies of all time, just in like it being fucking disturbing and horrific. Men Behind the Sun, which is where they did a bunch of experiments, the Japanese on like concentration camp victims and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Ilsa, She-Wolf of the SS, which is like a sex fetish.
Sounds like an Uwe Boll movie.
It's just one of those exploitation movies from back in the day. Combat Shock, which is another weird one. I think Troma released it eventually. Eraserhead. You see
That was
one?
disturbing?
They just because it's so visually fucking strange.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Fucking lawnmower man.
Lawnmower, yeah. What the fuck were the other ones? Bloodsucking Freaks. It's just another weird movie. Cannibal Holocaust.
Yeah, I can see that one.
That one's on there.
The Room.
No. This.
You get to
See, I don't know if they would have updated it. This was back when I was
See.
collecting tapes.
This
So
is in the 70s.
there's I'd say late 90s, but yeah, okay. So from
Sure. Yeah.
90 to 2020,
84.
nah. Bloodsucking Freaks, In a Glass Cage. What the fuck else was there? I'm missing like 4. I can't believe I'm missing 4 of them. Oh, Necromantic, which was very fucking disturbing. It's a German movie where the guy's an ambulance driver and him and his wife have sex with dead bodies.
Cool.
So where that leaves 3 more. Shit, I can't remember the last 3. Anyway. So yeah, but Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer was on there, and it was just like Michael Rooker, and then you see him, the next time I saw him, he was the dad in Mallrats. And then he's fucking, he's in Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm just like, oh no, it's Henry.
The Walking
Oh,
Dead.
Maniac. That was another one of them. You ever see Maniac?
Yeah.
The guy scalps the women and hammers the hair onto the mannequins. Damn. The last 2 will come to me. I know it.
Requiem for a Dream is pretty disturbing.
That one would have probably been
looking at
on there. But
Terrifier.
it came out after.
I'm looking at new Natural Born Killers I could get.
Yeah.
Midsummer, the last 30 minutes.
Like, was it Irreversible? Is a new one that might have made that list. And a Serbian film is a
Serbian
new one.
film's probably going to be on there.
Yeah, they could have been on the list. Old Boy, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, boy's good. So, a Serbian film's on this one. Audition. Ooh, that's what that's called. I've always wanted to
Audition?
see this.
What?
Audition.
Don't watch it.
It's a Japanese movie. Well, we're recording. I can't watch it right now.
Let's just do a rip
Wanna
track
just
on Audition.
Take the copyright strike. August Underground's Mordom.
That one, yeah.
Cannibal Holocaust is still on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eraserhead.
Yep.
Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer.
Yeah, see? I think they updated this from the last time.
Human
that I saw it.
Centipede 2.
See, I didn't know those would probably be on there.
Human
In a Glass
Centipede.
Cage.
In a Glass
Human
Cage.
Centipede is 1. Human Centipede 2. And Human Centipede 2 is kind of like not that great.
No.
Inside.
What were those other 2?
Irreversible. Man Bites Dog.
That one wasn't bad. That one was just like a trip. It was like
Melancholy der Angel.
Mhm.
I'm guessing that was German.
probably.
Man Behind the Sun.
See, shit, I remember it.
Oh, man.
I remember.
Necromantic.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, she's making fun of. She's like sexing up this.
Is that what's
This
this
bad
one's
puppet.
behind?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
It's pretty bad.
120.
Charles Manson in the background?
Yeah, well, it's a portrait.
The
But
Snowtown Murders.
no, that one wasn't on there.
Tetsuo the Iron Man.
That one's trippy, but no. That one
Was that the
wasn't.
that one doesn't have Robert Downey Jr. in it?
No, it's a different Iron Man. And it doesn't have Akira.
It's a horrible Iron Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
There's 2 others that I can't remember at this time, but you know, I'll look at my old website. I think I did anything. But yeah, I just
Anybody here ever watch Faces of Death?
Yeah.
have you been on my server? What the fuck, dude?
Well,
That's some disturbing shit right there.
Yeah.
I watched, like, my friend had all of them, and I watched one. I was like, I don't want to watch this anymore.
I'm done.
This is too much for me.
Yeah. But so yeah, Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer was based on Henry Lucas. And it was pretty disturbing.
Hey, let's get off something that's not depressing.
Okay.
There's a new Spider-Man. The new Spider-Man has its
Has its official title.
has its official
Yeah,
title.
it has its
Title?
official title after the 3.
No Way Home.
Yeah. So there's
I did
no
love
way
the.
home,
I love the
teaser.
the teaser for it.
Home
they-
Slice.
First of all, the one kid's lost a shit ton of weight,
Ned.
and then
Hobgoblin.
is he gonna be Hobgoblin?
Well,
That's
he
the
was in
rumor.
comics, but
And that's the rumor.
Ned Leeds.
Hopefully. And they make fun of Tom Holland for spoiling everything.
Yeah.
The first thing that comes to my mind is like, I love it was after Infinity War,
Mm-hmm.
and then like he thought the people already watched the movie when he was going on there doing a Q&A. He thought people already watched the movie, and he just grabs the mic and goes, "Hey everybody, I'm alive!"
The one that gets me the most, I fucking loved it because, like, I think it was Conan. I want to say Conan. I could be wrong. But they were doing press for The Force Awakens. And Han Solo, fucking Harrison Ford sitting there, and he's just like, yeah, well, I finally got what I wanted. They finally killed me off. And J.J. Abrams just went, like, you could see his fucking eyes get so, he's like, oh, no, I'm just kidding. Like, he realized what he did. He's like, oh, he had the backpedal.
It's like Tom Holland is horrible. Mark Ruffalo, he fucked up once, and he was like, and they're like, no, calm down, you're good. He's like, oh my god, am I going to get fired? But fucking Tom Holland, dude, and they always every interview they make fun of him.
They have to have Benedict Cumberbatch like sit next to him, and they have like safe words for him.
He's all, is he here to watch you? He's like, I'm here to make. And then he goes, he's like, so when you guys were reading the script, and he's like, I haven't seen the script.
He starts talking, and Cumberbatch is like,
Cumberbatch is like, I've seen the script. And then I love when what's his face, Falcon, the guy who plays the Falcon. I can't think of his name right now. I just watched the movie with him in it too, on Netflix. But he always comes in, brings
Anthony Mackie.
Yeah. Anthony Mackie brings the juice box.
Just the answer
he should, like, they go at each other like so hard. It's just hilarious.
So
he's like, fuck that kid.
It was before they announced the Infinity War name, I think it was. And Tom Holland does a live feed of him unboxing the Infinity War poster. It was Infinity War Endgame. I can't remember.
Man.
And like he looks at the poster, and he's like, "Oh wow, that's dope!" And he holds it up, and on the back it says, "Do not show to anybody. Marvel property only." He holds that right in front of the camera. He's like, "Wow, they're calling it Endgame and everything," and he shows the poster, sees the sign, he's like, "Oh shit!" and turns off the fucking phone, the live feed, real quick.
I love the one where he accidentally took the script home, and he's freaking out. He's like, "Oh my god!" He's all trying to hide it.
Yeah.
he's like, no sooner than I left, I got a phone call 10 minutes later.
What was the one where somebody took the script home and their roommate stole it and put it up on eBay?
Probably Tom Holland.
I don't think it was Tom. I think it was maybe it was John Boyega. I think maybe that was him. But then Disney bought the script off of eBay or what. I don't know. There was something about it that was like a big deal there. But yeah, the scripts that's crazy.
So I was watching this thing with Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
The head of Marvel.
Yeah.
So they
The money.
She-Hulk, they got that casted, and they're bringing back the dude who played Abomination.
Oh, Mr. Orange.
Mm-hmm.
That was his real name. Chris. I don't know. I'll probably get it wrong. Okay, so they're bringing him back as Abomination?
Yeah.
Romulo.
The guy who played Abomination, the first one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is there a second one?
Well,
the only Abominations.
Well, yeah, the only Abomination. The second movie.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The first Marvel movie.
The first Hulk Marvel movie, but it was the second Hulk movie.
Yeah.
And it was canon because they showed
Incredible Hulk. What's going on?
Hulk, Incredible Hulk, Red Hulk, Professional Hulk,
Mr. Fix-It?
Wreck-It Ralph.
They are in Captain Marvel. It is going to have 3 leading ladies.
Yeah.
So that cunt Brie Larson's probably having a fit right now.
Hunt.
No, she's trying. The great thing about it is she's trying to play it off like she asked for all of it to happen.
Like she knew.
I wanted inclusion. I wanted it. I'm a lesbian now, and it's just.
I'm totally not sitting here pouting because I told everyone that I'm going to be carrying the Marvel's franchise for a long time now.
Yeah. So Monica Rambeau. Let's just fuck. You want to get into WandaVision?
Fuck it.
All right. So WandaVision.
Oh, hold on.
7 or 8.
Hold on, before we do that, because we go off on for a while, they casted Supergirl for the Flash movie. Sasha.
Yeah, that one seems weird to me. It looks like I said. You look at the actress. She looks like she could be Superman and Lois Lane's kid. Not, she's not the blonde.
Yeah, but
I don't know. They do their own thing. That's cool. But we got a casting, so that's cool.
Blue Beetle is in the works.
No shit. Ted Cord or
See, it didn't say.
What's the kid's name?
Directed by Angel Marvel Soto.
So it'll probably be Miguel,
then-
the Hispanic kid. I don't remember what his name is.
Scripted by Garth Dunette. I don't know, some weird names.
Okay.
But yeah, so we're gonna get a Blue Beetle movie.
That would be interesting. That's kind of a deep dive for DC.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to see Blue Beetle and Booster Gold. I
Yeah.
would love to see Booster
A
Gold.
list of characters that nobody knows or gives a shit about.
Well, Marvel's done it, and they've done it well.
Yeah.
Dude, I love it.
Hold on. Marvel's done it.
Mhm.
DC is fucking the pooch on it.
I love right. I love the Blue Beetle though, and I mean I loved him in the comics. I loved him in Injustice,
Yeah.
the video game.
He was fun to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blue Beetle's an interesting character. Like, Ted Kord is awesome. And afterward, I mean, the guy that takes up the mantle, and I forget who it is, the Hispanic kid that takes up the mantle. It's a good storyline as well. But I could almost see if it was like... if it was like Ant-Man, where you have the original, like, Ted Kord's still around, but he's there to kind of, like, coach along the new guy, you know?
Speaking of, I want to bring this up. I was watching this thing, and in Endgame, so you have the whole battle going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Ant-Man and the Wasp go to the van, the truck or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But then there's a scene where you see the Ant-Man suit, and he's stepping on things and throwing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's somebody, what's his name?
Michael Douglas?
No, Lawrence Fishburne,
Oh, Goliath?
Goliath.
Really?
So that's what people are.
No shit.
That would be interesting. Someone even said you could see fucking Deadpool in there and shit. People making up all kinds of
I don't believe that, but it made sense once I was like, whatever. It's just fucking Ant-Man.
Yeah.
And then they're like, wait, no, they went out to the van.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I think I even brought it up once to even my kid. I was like, how the hell are they at the van and now he's right here?
Yeah, he's really fatigued after he grows, so.
So, but they said they're like Goliath grows, and we know there's two Ant-Man suits.
Yeah.
There's the original one, and then the one that was made in the second movie.
Yeah. So Ben Foster was right. Wasn't Howard the Duck visible there too?
Yep.
Yeah. So
You get a quick glimpse.
Yeah, you can see a lot of characters and stuff. The Guardians of the Galaxy, the original Guardians of the Galaxy, like Stallone and who they cast. But yeah, that was crazy. I didn't see.
Is that everyone? What, you wanted more?
Yeah.
I want a Deadpool,
Yeah, damn it.
which we're getting.
Dude, I think Ryan Reynolds should just really like re-edit like that in part of the movie and just have him
Oh, you know he will.
jumping around.
You know he will.
Yeah.
He'll do something.
The great thing about Deadpool and Ryan Reynolds, he could literally play that part into his 70s.
Oh yeah,
Because, like, all it's going to do is make less makeup time in the chair.
Oh.
right.
He's like, no, you're fine. He's like, okay.
While we're on Marvel stuff, I haven't read the book yet, but they did a Stan Lee biography.
Oh, is this the one where they shit all over him?
They don't shit on him, but they kind of, maybe the guy who stole a bunch of ideas from Jack Kirby is kind of a prick.
Especially in his old age when he's not quite cognizant anymore.
Yeah.
And he pinched a nurse's butt. You know what? When I get that fucking old, I'm going to just do it. You can get away
When I
with
get
it.
that old, and if I ever get that rich.
Well, that's, yeah.
That was the point. He's in his 90s. He don't give a fuck anymore.
The way that he got treated at the end of his life.
Yeah, the end of his life was horrible.
Yeah.
He had that publicist guy that was like his handler. And I saw him at Comic-Con maybe the year that he died or the year before. The one here in Portland, Rose City. And
Sure, it was in the year after.
The year after he died,
Yeah.
it could have possibly been. I mean, they didn't announce it for
Like
a few weeks.
Skeletor.
But yeah, they had him. They're like two people holding his hands, walking him to the table, and he's just sitting there, and he's like, "Hi guys, hi." And I'm like,
All right, sir, carrying off this.
And
So this next. Now dance for us, old man.
yeah, that
Say
was the kind of
Excelsior.
thing. And like it was $150 for an autograph.
Fuck me.
I took my niece. I didn't have anything to have signed or anything like that. I'm like, I can't see blowing $150 on Stanley autograph.
You know what? I bet it wasn't even Stanley saying $150.
Yeah, Stanley thought he was getting 20, and the rest of the other guys are pocketing the money.
Oh, I could eat food tonight.
Yeah, that was the stuff with him and Kirby. And the stuff that he stole the idea. He was a pitch man. He was a hype man. He was so yeah, it sucks that he stole ideas from Kirby and everything like that. But I mean, if you're gonna attack him for that kind of shit. But don't fucking try to tear down the dude's legacy because of his last final years when he was getting treated like shit.
Right.
So yeah. But that was my take. I heard about this story coming out that they were just going to basically,
I don't want the book that bad.
You're basically going to talk down to him. So.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Oh, good. Now we're all depressed.
Yeah.
WandaVision.
Hey! WandaVision. So now we have Captain Marvel, the real Captain Marvel. My Captain Marvel. Anyway.
And we have the Agatha, what's her name, Hargrove?
Yes.
The old witch who I thought Agnes was the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of like...
Yeah.
I didn't think that was that character because that character's old as shit in the comics. Like, she's an old lady. She's like Madam Web and shit. She's that old.
Right.
But they're like, oh, she's young. I'm like, oh. When you destroy a character, you can basically surprise people because it has nothing to do with the person you know.
Yeah.
So... yeah, like, oh, I am Baron Zemo. And it's just like some random young dude that wasn't,
It's this the German kid from fucking Inglourious Bastards.
But,
yeah, the episodes are getting better and better.
I did have a good laugh at, like, all the evil shit she did. I killed the dog, too.
Yeah, you see her through the whole thing, and the music that they're playing with, it's just, like, perfect with it. And it's like, oh, by the way, I killed the dog, too. I was like, oh my god.
Han didn't shoot first, I did.
But it's so many rumors going on. Like somebody tried to say that a bunch of stuff was leaked, so possibly getting 2 episodes this week.
Cool. Huh.
Releasing both episodes so people can watch them without.
I could use a breather week in between Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Wandavision, so I guess that's okay.
Is that coming right out? Oh.
So, and the other rumor is that there is 10 episodes instead of 9.
Oh, so they say there's 9 and then they sneak an extra one in there?
So, supposedly, I guess there was a leak. These people, one of the actresses, her camp or whatever, released a thing saying you can see her in episodes do 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then they pulled it down.
Yeah, shit.
But the latest rumor that just popped out, so Doctor Strange
shows up at the end or something.
at the end.
I
knew that.
Yeah.
What I had heard was there's 9 episodes, but the last one's an hour long. So maybe that could be
where the 10-episode idea came from, or who knows?
6-hour-long episode of WandaVision with Doctor Strange. They bring Tony back from the dead.
So the guy playing Vision already confirmed that his cameo person has not been leaked yet.
His cameo person?
The person who's making a cameo in there.
Oh, okay.
He said he on an interview, which he like had to stop real quick, and then just kind of like sidelined, was he's like, yeah, we have plenty of cameos, and this one I've always wanted. I've absolutely, we had fireworks together. I've always wanted to work with this person.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like,
but you can't say.
Well, no, he kind of stopped because he was like, wow, like all these fucking nerds are going to start like going back through all these interviews.
Oh,
Who do you want to work with?
Yeah.
But another rumor.
I don't want to hear anymore. It's gonna ruin it for me.
No,
I'm gonna have a little
I love hearing all these rumors because it just makes me excited.
Yeah.
I don't like seeing like when people are, like the rumor mill or leaks, and then they show me. I love the rumors because it makes me like, where could this fit in? I start like,
Oh yeah.
being a detective, man.
well, I watched it, so I'm not
Internet
sitting
sleuth.
beforehand, but
Did you
it's
think Morbid killed that woman?
no.
Or we should play fucking.
The only time internet sleuths work is that one you don't fuck with cats or whatever.
Okay, that kind of shit. Okay, 4chan sleuths, not just internet sleuths.
You see that
People-
documentary?
I saw that one, but like, I think that got to their head, and then they started throwing Morbid under the bus, even though it was like later in life.
There's one Russian people that were throwing puppies in the fucking river. What the fuck, man? I
It's
hate
Russia.
that
What the
kind of
fuck else are you
shit. Well,
gonna
that's
do?
the thing. 4chan tracked them down.
Yeah,
So,
wasn't he? He was a Russian model, wasn't he?
something like that. It was a little girl. And then it's like a 13, 14-year-old girl.
You guys are
There
talking
might be two different ones.
I think we're talking
Russia.
about
The Russian puppy thing's different than
the cat thing.
The Russian model was he was killing animals at first, and then it went to killing people.
Yeah, and then he
What?
killed the person. Yeah.
It's a documentary called "You Don't Fuck with Cats."
Yeah, I haven't. I know of it. I haven't purposely watched it because I can't. I can watch 100 people die, but you pull up a cat and try to kill it
You
in front of
don't.
me.
You actually
You don't
see
see
anything,
you see before and after. You don't see during.
Yeah,
and it's all blurred out too.
Yeah.
yeah, I can't. Like I say, I got no regard for human life, but you start fucking with cats. It's like,
Yeah,
yeah, it's like,
animals.
yeah, animals in general, but especially
Yeah.
cats. So, my cat came in when Zack was sitting here. She didn't know anyone was here, just me. She comes in, she's like, just fucking dead stops, and then
What the fuck is that? Who is that?
that?
Wow.
It was funny.
But no, yeah, I'm looking for. We're going on to what, 2 more episodes, maybe 3.
Yeah.
So we got 2 more episodes.
So,
Jesus.
Zack is now taking a microphone and started dangling around like a flaccid penis.
Like my dildis.
Like,
This is what you're missing by now. We need to get a webcam for this shit.
I think we should. I
Look at
think
this
we
content
should.
you're
I think we should live feed us going through Big V's probably worthless comic books.
they might be.
I will fucking steer you in the right direction. Don't
Well,
listen
yeah,
to
just
him.
like that fucking dirt worthless Diablo book you have.
You want it?
Yeah, I'll take it off your hands.
Shit.
So I'm at like, I can't remember if we were recording when we were talking this. I'm a huge fan of the Diablo lore. You're a huge fan of Diablo lore.
Yeah, we were talking.
And you have that big, thick archive book.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want that. I want to read that. I look on Amazon, $300 for that book.
Yeah.
I
How
don't.
much did you get it for Darkness?
Fucking $2.
$5.
Yeah.
I saw it. I was on Macari. I was like,
I mean, I'll recoup your loss. I'll give you $5 for it.
Hmm.
He'll let you rent it for $5.
Yeah.
I also wonder.
Anyway, all right. So yeah, I mean, we got some good shit coming. We got Monica Rambeau's Powers Kid.
Oh, that
Oh,
was
yeah.
That
badass.
was pretty cool.
She's like,
Super Saiyan.
dude, I love Darcy in that episode. She's just fucking.
She's in that carnival worker's outfit. You can see her big eyes. Oh
See them thick ass titties.
Uh,
But it's funny. We were watching.
It's worse doing that while we were in the same room because I know you guys. V's got the smell of want on him. It's fucking terrible.
My wife and I were watching.
My wife.
And
Just wanting to
that
jerk
scene
off.
where Wanda's laying in bed and then she pulls the covers off and she's got the costume on.
Jeff
My wife stops, looks right at me, and goes, "Bet that's what you want me to wear to bed, isn't it?"
That do anything for you, you fucking pervert?
I was like, "Damn, she knows me so well." I was like, "Would you?" just like,
No, you're the one wearing it, son.
she just
Get the Git mask.
Which one?
Fuck.
But
Yeah.
yeah, So yeah, we get Monica Rambeau. We get
Mask and a drill dough.
Trilbo. We get the big villain reveal. We get all this stuff, and we have 2 episodes possibly left. So.
No, that's not even the big villain reveal.
No, see, I'm thinking we're probably gonna see Mephisto.
Is it fucking Mephisto?
Because in the original story, Mephisto was the one. Her kids were created from Mephisto.
Yeah.
So
it's either Mephisto or Nightmare.
Nightmare could be it too. They might go lower level and say like it's Mephisto.
I don't think we're introducing Satan
Nightmare.
yet.
Well, that's where else can they go? Thanos straight to Satan. Well, Mephisto was maybe Nightmare. I guess. Okay, I'll settle for Nightmare.
Yeah,
it's the Scrolls.
Or maybe Blackheart. That would be cool.
Speaking of Scrolls, the Secret Wars is in the making.
Secret Wars. That's the next big arc.
Yeah. Well, after the Multiverse of Madness stuff.
Well,
which hopefully goes to House of M, which
brings in the end.
I looked way too much into it, and I saw the Maxwell coffee in her fridge. So that happened.
Yeah.
I think this show is probably going to set up a lot of stuff for a while.
Yeah, they're dumping a lot on us.
Here's my question though. In all honesty, so Winter Soldier, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I could see going on for a long time as a series.
Yeah.
But this right here,
no,
WandaVision,
this has got to
once it hits the Doctor Strange.
Yeah, this is one season. I don't see it being another season.
No, not at all.
No. This is just they're setting shit up to go off on, and they didn't want to do a movie because it would probably take too long.
This would be like 3 movies.
Yeah, which is good because it's like I would have watched Endgame and Infinity War back to back. It would have been about the same.
Without that stupid fucking Captain Marvel movie.
Well, that's even the thing. It's just if you watch it in chronological order, like it's the second movie you watch would be Captain Marvel.
Well, yeah, but it sucks.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't watch it.
I don't watch it.
Samuel L. Jackson was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
And seeing Agent Coulson younger was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Seeing Stan Lee reading the Mallrats script was that was an awesome touch.
That was awesome because that was So, all right, well, WandaVision. So we got that to look forward to. What do you want to? Comic book club. You got 2 weeks to tell us about.
Yeah.
Which one you read 2, right? Or no? He didn't. Which one didn't you read?
The wheels turning, but the hamster's dead. Look at him.
No, I epically failed. I actually have them and planned on reading them, but I didn't get to them. Like, off record, I've been mentioning.
That's your phone?
Yeah.
We are in the middle of a broadcast, sir.
I don't know why it's.
Set it on the floor next to your gigantic balls.
Trained
professionals. You can tell by all the sound equipment we have. It's just strewn everywhere. This room is destroyed.
Yeah. I cleaned it all and everything for you guys. I fucking vacuumed in here.
Did you?
Yeah.
I've just been burning farts into your pillow all night.
Yeah. Well, that you can see underneath those covers. Those fucking couches.
Oh,
I've been just like that.
I've been touching it too. That is semen.
Yeah. I had a niece pee on it in her sleep when she stayed here. Enjoy. No, I'm kidding.
But I plan on reading both of them. I have them. I just didn't.
What was the other one?
Jennifer Blood.
Jennifer Blood.
You missed that.
Yeah.
So fuck it. Jennifer Blood's in the vault. We don't talk about that after
we don't talk about
4 weeks.
it anymore.
I'm still going to read it.
Okay, well, enjoy it.
That's my.
You're not allowed to talk to us about it.
Yeah. You need to read criminals either.
Sex criminals.
All right, so we'll get into sex criminals with
Talk
me and
about
Zack, since I'm
criminals.
the only one that read it for this week. Because
I read
Zach's
it.
already read it.
I read it again.
Oh, you read it again?
I like it. It's good.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was like an hard R, maybe slight X rated version of Jumper.
Yes.
So they have sex, they can stop time, and
That's the one you're talking about.
Yeah,
like a whole group of people that
well,
track them down. And
yeah,
shit.
because they're the sex police, and
The sex
it's
police.
this whole group of people who have this superpower where, like, when they reach orgasm, time stops, and they go into this whole, they could, like, commit crimes and whatever. And then there's the sex police who, they track down people who have these powers, and if they're abusing the powers, they arrest them. But it goes into, like, whole different, like, fetishes and stuff like that, where, like, one guy can only come if he's wearing, like, anime mask and fucking choking himself, and his cum turns into a fairy or some shit. It's weird.
This was
but I
pick,
enjoy
by the way, if you couldn't tell.
Well, as soon as I saw it, I knew.
Yeah.
I was like, fucking Zack.
It's February. It's the month of love, the month of fucking. Why wouldn't I pick this one? I mean, I know you two aren't fucking this month.
What? Oh, the month's not over yet. Day ain't over yet.
Hear your wife laughing on the other end of that door.
That's what you think, fucker.
I don't know. You did charge in the snow to make flowers.
Thank you.
You did, didn't
Someone
you?
appreciates me.
Uh-huh.
I appreciate you. I'm just not trying to fuck you yet.
Wow.
Right
now. Yeah. Give it enough time.
Enough time, and I get lonely. I mean, those trips to Roseburg are long.
Fucking asking us to send in pics of us fucking flexing with our shirts off. He's just laughing his ass off.
I am happy. All three of us are going to the gym, trying to look healthy, and I wanted our before pictures where we are all shirts off, baby oil optional, just flexing at each other. And I wanted that as our before pictures, and now I'm the weird one. Because I might jerk off. I'll definitely jerk off to him.
Yeah. All right, well.
V, let me see your dick. We're here in person. We're like 2 feet from each
I
other.
still wanted to see my dick.
When you finishing Winds of Winter?
After football season. That his big thing, always watching football.
Is it?
Yeah. He fucking loves NFL.
I did not know that about him.
Yeah.
George Martin, not Big
George
Martin,
yeah.
George Railroad Martin.
Railroad.
Because he looks
Reading
like
Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow.
Reading Railroad. What is it? Reading?
I don't know.
Okay.
He looks like he enjoys sitting down eating cakes, lots of ice cream, and not writing books.
Yes. And the NFL.
Now he's made all this money off of them, and he's like, oh, I'll take my fucking time.
I didn't know how to finish it, but HBO did it for me, so I'm okay with that.
Even though he swears up and down the ending he has is better.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't. That's a toss-up on that one. I don't know. It didn't end very strong.
Not if Brand's the fucking king.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Anyway. But yeah, so Sex Criminals, it was Image Comics. They have 69 issues, but the last issue is just goes to 69 for shits and giggles.
69.
It's good, though. The artwork was decent.
It's a sex book. You get it?
Yeah. I do.
You see a lot of peeing in that.
Yeah. I love when they go into, what was it, Cum World?
He calls it Cum World. Yeah. She calls it...
No. The actual porno store.
Oh, the porno store, yeah.
They go in there and they stop time, and then they show a bunch of dildos in that guy's mouth, and they do this crazy stuff.
Love the idea of, like, because porn stores in real life are like the sexy kitten or something like that, and this one's like, no, it's just Cum World.
Yeah.
We're just going to call it Cum World because that's what you do when you're here.
I remember there was 2 in California where I grew up, and one of them was real fucking dirty, like some dude's basement. Like, it was a house.
Nice.
It was a house.
Everything's sticky.
The upper floor had
smells like stale popcorn.
Yeah, had these shelves, and it was like a really small comic shop, but instead of comics, it was fucking porn videos. Yeah,
it was.
And then there is this creepy ass basement, which was the arcade. And I always thought the arcade, was a kid growing up, was like the fucking truck stop arcade that had the naked video games for the truckers, but it was totally different when I was old enough to go in there. I'm just like, all right, this isn't cool. There's weird people all over here.
Everything's just covered with cum too.
Yeah, it was fucking terrible.
Don't sit down.
But, all right, so I liked it, since I'm the only one talking about it because I'm the new reader to it, and he didn't do his fucking job again. But I don't know. Should we even give him
No.
a fucking choice this week?
You didn't even pick a choice.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't even.
No.
You didn't pick one.
I don't get the one.
What the
Are you pouting, or did you actually not pick one?
No, I didn't, because I obviously didn't think it was my turn to say.
motherfucker?
See,
Unprepared ass motherfucker.
Judge how you want.
I'm judging pretty hard.
I picked up one. Let me see if I can find it. See, I haven't read it yet.
There was one I wanted to read, and I can't.
I know I was looking through Batman titles when it came to my turn.
Batman title.
Batman.
Batman. Ooh.
Gotham
I want to
City.
do it again.
Batman. You can't go again. It's my fucking turn.
No. V didn't go. I go.
You just went.
I want to read Happy.
Oh, did they do a TV show off of it?
That's a great TV show.
I get yelled at for picking comic books off of TV shows, and Zack's all over here. I want to read Happy.
Well, I've already read Happy, but I want you guys to read Happy.
Oh, hold on.
And then watch the show, because it's fucking awesome.
There was two I wanted to read.
That one guy, the guy who plays Nick Sachs, the Butcher of Paris.
That's one of them.
Okay.
And then, so we'll choose what we. What's the other one here?
Black Bag. That was my nickname in high school. After I suffered that horrible spider bite.
I don't know. I haven't. This is legendary.
Butcher in Paris sounds cooler.
Okay. So, let's see. Can you find it?
I got it.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Comicsology, because I paid for my stuff. Criminals.
Okay. Here's the
So
thing.
going to a library checking out a book's criminal?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How is it fucking criminal to check out a book from the library?
It's not. But I pay for the.
I do too. It's called taxes, motherfucker.
I pay the artists. The taxes don't go to the artists who are suffering for you to have free entertainment. It's going towards the fucking state, so they could not build roads.
Yeah, Disney's real fucking hard up. They don't pay their people shit. That's not
Disney. That's not a Disney comic.
No, not that one. Well, some of them have been. But
Christopher Maloney, Nick Sachs, and Happy.
Oh.
I couldn't remember that. Great actor, huge cock on him.
Okay.
I watched him in Oz. And he just goes full frontal.
Is there an episode with Peter Steele in that?
Maybe.
Okay. 'Cause I always heard that he had like some kind of cameo on there.
That's possible. I wasn't paying that close of attention.
I'll try to find Butcher in Paris.
Butcher in Paris. Comic book club.
Is that the one we're going with, or are we going with Happy?
Butcher in
Well,
Paris.
you guys are mad at me because I wanted to go twice.
Next week we'll be happy.
Next week. Okay.
Okay.
That's true.
No, you're spoiling it.
Oh. You're spoiling it. So you're having a fit. Obviously, we're going to do what Zack wants to do, not what he wants to do.
Oh, okay.
I mean, fuck, we're all sitting here with no shirts on because of you.
I told us you wouldn't go on unless we took them off.
Look, I want to see the progress you guys are making. I'm proud of you. The baby oil was optional. You don't even have to get mad at me.
Zack, I don't like the way you touch me.
Baby oil. I had to use Wesson.
Don't. You have to use the beard oil. Get that body hair nice and sheen.
I have lots of explaining to do to my wife once I leave this office.
Put your finger in your belly button real quick.
Why are you walking funny? Leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it.
Hey, pull out your dick. I haven't seen you in forever.
Neither have
I said I haven't seen you in forever, and like usually when we're together, you're in a singlet, and I can see your outline, and now I don't get to see anything.
Nothing will ever be paw in a singlet, though.
All right.
Pause.
Hog.
The fucking.
Next time we do this, I'll wear my singlet.
Okay, cool. Look like you're smuggling peaches in that motherfucker. I remember we're doing the one show, and you just got done working a match. and you get up, and you can see the outline perfect of your balls of sweat on the floor.
On the concrete floor. I remember that. We were working a show in, I think it was Power Pit. They have a different,
That's much smaller.
The mat is hard.
Yeah.
It's got like a vinyl top to it,
Yeah.
not a material
So
top.
it's like taking a bump, which sucks, but it's also taking like a back chop too.
Yeah. So I did a bump where I landed flat on my ass. It was like I think I dropped him down or something like that. And I dropped, and my fucking nuts hit that fucking vinyl, and it was like getting slapped in the ball bag. I was like, oh! I hate fucking ring mats like that, the vinyl.
I remember when
God.
when I went to Gimmick Fit and I stripped down and just into my singlet, and then Patty told me never to do that again.
There's children in the audience.
It was a match.
Plus, you have that like Mr. Potato Head build where you got like a big barrel chest, but your legs are like this big, like little toothpicks.
There was a match where JB had a cousin, sister, or both. Ellie Mae Moonshine or something like that.
I vaguely remember her.
So I had a match where she jumps on my back, and then I just kind of like slam her into the back of the turnbuckle. So she jumps on my back, and the back of her fucking pants rip, and her tights. And Patty came back at the edge. She's like, maybe you should dress a little differently. She was so embarrassed.
Were you?
I felt so bad for her.
Was it me and
She
JB
completely
against
split.
Yeah, her tights, and she had like
her butthole?
it wasn't like wrestling tights. She had on like Daisy Dukes and then
Prolapsed?
tights underneath, like nylon
Just
tights.
fucking prolapsed.
And they just I don't know what that means. Okay,
So you
they
just
just
saw
fucking
everything.
tore out.
You don't know what a prolapse is?
What the fuck? Go
I
explain.
have some videos to show you.
Jesus.
Was it you two against me and JB when his overalls ripped off? Like the first overall strap rips off. Okay, we could deal with this. And then the second one does, and 300 people will just watch him just fucking drop trout, and he has to finish the match. And me being a dick, I keep him in that match as long as I can.
Well, there was a while where he's like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, I remember that match. That was fucking hilarious. He was so pissed about it. Like, I remember who did it too. Was it you or me that caused it, the final thing to pop and his pants just fell?
I think it was me because I always like to unstrap him and strap him up in the corner.
Yeah.
I purposely always would do shit to JB just to piss him off.
He gets pissed so quick too for like a lovable hillbilly.
Uh-huh.
He's oddly serious about things. But
It's always been cool with me.
no, I know, but he gets like he'll get frustrated real quick if
He gets
things don't
frustrated
go the right
quick.
way.
But it's hilarious because
That poor bastard too, because every time. So, how we beating your ass this week?
for like a year straight.
I'll take the pump handle.
You want the pump handle or the final decision?
Dude, I gave it the pump handle. That fucking power pin. That dude was like, I should have took the choke slam.
Oh yeah, power pit's mad, man. Jesus.
There was no boom, boom, boom. There was wham, and he's like, I was like, did I just break him? If he does, he does.
Yeah.
There was the street fight that I was in with him where I misjudged the chair swing.
Mm.
And he didn't have time to get his hands up or protect himself. And just fucking, in my head, at that moment, I thought I gave him plenty of time, and I thought he was just trying to show off and take the chair swing to the fucking dome.
Mm.
But no, I watched the video, and I totally didn't give him enough time. And I deserved when I got hit with the thumbtack baseball bat.
Yeah, but that.
And I told him, I was like, don't hit me with that. And he comes out, and he's got the look of murder in his eyes with the bat. I'm like, don't do it, bitch! And he fucking whaps me with it. Ah!
That motherfucker, I wouldn't be surprised if he did just take the chair. Because, dude, I throw my boot, and that motherfucker's like,
Yeah.
Put his chin out.
Dude, I made a little promo thing when I was going up to Salt Lake City, and it was like my boots and choke slams and the pump handle and stuff. But like all these boots I was giving to JB, like I swear a couple of them I turned him into a Goodwill associate. Like this one, he fucking turns the corner. He comes in, I move, he hits the rope or the corner. I turn, he comes stumbling out, and I throw that boot, dude, and his head just goes, poof, and he hits the ground, and then he's laying there, and then you just see his one leg go straight up, like straight forward, hits the ground. He just like he's laying there, and then his leg goes up, and he's like, "Good." I was like, "What the fuck was that?" He's like, "I don't know." Like,
for a long time, my favorite picture I ever had was when I nailed him over the head with a kendo stick right between the eyes, and someone took the picture at that perfect moment where the kendo stick like bends perfectly around his head. And I put some fucking stank on that too because I'm up in the air.
He's still one of the best people that's ever taken my finisher and like knows how to take it. You know, he's like, "Oh, it's front bump." I'm like, "Yeah, okay." I thought I fucking killed him. He landed. I was like, "Oh shit!" He just fucking.
Because he'll just fucking do it.
Yeah, he just fucking.
I'm gonna headbutt that mat. Whap!
Oh yeah, fucking guy.
Yeah, I love JB.
Yeah.
All right, let's call it.
Do we want to do Sign Guy's question real quick?
Oh, that's right. We had a Sign Guy question.
Yeah.
There's only one game. So what was the question again?
Oh shit! I'll get the exact wording. I don't have my.
What was the worst video game adaptation of a TV show that you've ever played? Don't pull it out because it's going to be like 20
words. It's
Home Improvement.
I remember.
That's the only one I can remember. That's the only. That's really the only one I can remember.
Yeah.
And it was fucking horrible. Like.
Did it go back to time and some shit?
Like ancient Egypt or something. You're running around with this like fucking nail gun that turns into a jackhammer. That at a certain point you pick something and you start throwing like fucking gas canisters and a flamethrower.
Yeah. There's some random ass games that are based off of TV shows out there.
I never played it, but it sounds terrible. Desperate Housewives. I'm sure it is awful.
The video game.
The video game. We're talking about Tiny Toons.
Tiny Toons.
Well, there's Tiny Toons.
The Sopranos was a fucking terrible game.
Yeah.
The Simpsons.
No, a couple of those were
some
good.
of those were
Some of those were good.
Mark versus the Space Mutants was good.
I'm
Mark
just saying,
versus the World was good.
We were talking about video games and TV shows. I'm saying there's those, but I mean those were good. Yeah, I just remember Home Improvement, and it was just like,
yeah, that was fucking terrible.
That was hard too.
Yeah, it was like this is some other game that they just reskinned or something, isn't it? What the fuck is this?
Probably.
But yeah, that was pretty shitty. Like a Home Improvement. Was Desperate Housewives like a point and click kind of?
Lost was bad.
Lost, yeah.
The Survivor game for the 360, I think it was a 360, was terrible. It was like if Mario Party sucked. I seriously thought up until right now, I'm staring at Darkness's game collection. I seriously thought like me and only 2 other people have played The Suffering.
No, I love both.
I love those
games.
games.
Those were
great games. I got them on my computer.
You can get them on a computer?
Yeah, GOG.
Oh, okay, they're on there. Cool. My pick would be Gilligan's Island because it was just the only one that I could think of. It was fucking terrible. And why do you have a property that's like that fucking old that you're adapting into a video game? It was on a Nintendo, so it's fucking stupid. Yeah. So that was my Gilligan's Island. But thanks, Sign Guy. For the question.
Anyone else has questions, please send them in because we know we're getting a lot of new listeners, but nobody wants to send us questions, and Sign Guy's getting on my nerves.
Everybody gets on your nerves.
This is true too. Is there any good video games based off of TV shows?
Dead air.
Yeah. I guess that's no.
Like I said, the only video game TV show that I could think of was Home Improvement. I mean, there's probably something out there.
Yeah, that was actually decent.
I mean, other than like The Simpsons or
Simpsons
South Park.
Game's pretty fun. The South Park, the Stick of Truth. And
South Park Stick of Truth is
Yeah.
very, 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 very good. The Fractured Butthole is very good.
Yeah.
Before I even say it, fuck both of you. Game of Thrones game.
The Lost Boy. Oh, never mind.
Oh, it wasn't good enough to ever have a game.
No, it just wasn't the right time.
Fucking play Kiefer Sutherland while he turns noodles into worms or some shit.
You're eating noodles.
Now you're eating
You're
worms.
eating worms.
It's mind trick, you see, because I'm a vampire.
Ah.
Ah.
There should have been a Lost Boys video in there.
No, there's only 4 fucking vampires. I mean, you send bats and shit at you. So,
Why the fuck not?
if you want to send us those questions, I mean, you can find us on Facebook, Dark Asylum Pod, on Twitter, our actual website. You can just find our Facebook, and it'll actually have the link to the website where you can ask the questions.
What the fuck are you doing?
The Lost Boys.
There's a Lost Boys game, motherfucker! Alright, well, we gotta get going now, so I get a Lost Boys game to play. There's a Goonies, that was pretty badass.
Yeah, the Goonies.
But, yeah, so find us, questions, buy shirts.
Buy my shirt, prowrestlingtees.com/wonderful Zack Winners.
I was thinking of making a new one based off of the Ramones logo.
That'd be
But
cool.
it says Freak Show, and then it's got our names.
That'd
And
be
the
cool.
eagle is a bat, and it's holding like a barbed wire baseball bat. We'll I don't know.
We'll spit
come up with
on it.
something.
I got a new design up.
Oh yeah, was this? Which one is this?
It's still I follow Zack Winners,
Oh, okay.
but it's red this time.
Oh, give me the links. I put
Plus
it on the fucking website.
I just copied all yours from Amazon, and now I'm profiting off them.
Motherfucker. Sounds about right.
I
But
took,
I care about the starving artists. Oh.
I took, yeah, the artist got paid.
Ooh, I didn't get fucking
Z
paid.
Manzilla.
Fuck is that?
Oh yeah, shout out to Z Manzilla. He did my artwork for my shirts.
But mine. What the
And then-
fuck? The ones
fuck
that I
you, you
made.
You're embezzling the money from this podcast.
What fucking money? Yeah, sponsor us too, guys, because we can
Yeah.
use some money for some real equipment here.
I got
Sponsor me. I'm just gonna run away with it, you fucking fools.
I got it designed done by Z-Man. It was.
Yeah, I stole that and put that on my pro wrestling taste too.
Well, don't be kicking that money.
Suck my dick.
Motherfucker, it's my likeness, bitch.
Anyway,
I'll let you see you pull off a fucking 400-pound fat guy with black and white makeup on.
I can do it. The one kid from Power Pit did it pretty well.
oh. Oh, shit. Alright, we're gonna get into a fucking fist fight here. Oh!
No. Your wrist is fucking thick.
That's not my wrist you're having.
Oh, it's his penis. If that was it, it'd be my 2 fingers. Look at that.
Alright, so for wonderful Zack Winners,
Yeah.
for Big Vicious,
Motherfucker.
I am Darkness, and the asylum is closed. Took the fucking thing